Good afternoon, and welcome to the awards ceremony for the Rawls College of Business Sales and Strategy Competition. We now welcome Dr. Sridhar Madhavaram.
Thank you, Julie. Welcome back, everyone. Again, this is a culmination of a lot of effort on part of students, faculty, staff, and also the sponsoring organizations. This morning, when we were talking about this, Dean Williams talked about, how students were muddling through in terms of experiences that they have gained from this competition. And again, 37 students working on several projects, 7 sponsors, and from what I understand, 69 judges from different countries, faculty, and again, Atul, Mark Fish, Jeffrey Harper, and staff, Julie Doss, April, Matthew, and Laura Saunders, Haley Walker, and Michaela Garrick. I hope I covered everyone. If I forgot anybody, I'm sorry about that. And again, wonderful work by everybody. And I can't thank the support staff enough. Every time there was some issue, as you have just seen, Julie Doss makes everything go away with her smile. So thank you, everybody. And for doing this, we really appreciate what you have done and the way you have pulled through. And of course, Atul will be talking about the center and also our platinum sponsor later on. Again, wonderful work by everyone. I've gotten some feedback from judges so far. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend the sessions, but I've heard some feedback, and everybody was singing the praises of the students and the way Atul and Mark and Jeff conducted the whole thing. And of course, as I said, the incredible staff that we have. With that, I'm going to turn it back to the Director of our Sales and CRM Excellence Center, Atul Parvatiyar, who I think Margaret appropriately kind of said, force of nature. When I'm really annoyed, I call him a freak of nature in the most constructive, positive way, but he's a force to reckon with. And with that, Atul, please take it away.
Thank you very much, Sridhar. Greatly appreciated. And on behalf of the Rawls College of Business, as well as the Center for Sales and Customer Relationship Excellence, I welcome all of you back to our culmination of the 2021 Sales and Customer Relationship Strategy Competition final event. I'm really, really thankful to all of you, the students who participated in this competition, the judges who have spent considerable amount of time in judging this, and of course the sponsors, because without whom none of this can happen. And absolutely, as Dr. Sridhar Madhavaram mentioned, that our excellent team of people, both the faculty members as well as staff team, they are the people who really make this happen and make this happen as well as you're able to see. So I want to thank them all, and I'm going to thank them personally subsequently. But want to first and foremost acknowledge the fact that the center is really something which has been supported by the dean and our area chair. So without them, the center wouldn't exist and wouldn't really do the activity that it's able to do. So talking about the center, now many of you know that this is almost going to be 3 years since the time the Center for Sales and Customer Relationship Excellence at Rawls College of Business have been in existence. In fact, it is coincidental that I've also been there almost 3 years now at the Rawls College of Business. And one of the charters for me was to start the center and create a program that helps develop our students and become one of the leading students around in the world. And the reason for establishing the center is very simple, because 60% of our students go into sales-related jobs throughout all the programs. I mean, whether they are finance majors, whether they are supply chain majors, or any other major, they all collectively, kind of 60% of students get their first job into sales. And 80% of those students who are in their marketing major, they are hired into sales as their initial career. So it is absolutely pertinent that we are able to develop them for their first career job. And of course, subsequently, sales is a career that also makes a lot of people become corporate leaders. So it's a pathway to becoming a CEO of an organization. So we prepare students not only for tomorrow, but we also prepare them for their long-term career as well. And with that in mind, we kind of launched experiential learning as one of our ways in which we'll get our students right early on to learn how to solve problems. And this competition is a part of our effort to provide experiential learning to the students. I'll talk more about the competition in a minute, but want to also acknowledge the fact that another reason why the center is established is because a lot of our faculty members, especially in the marketing area, are very, very well known in sales and or relationship marketing. In fact, Dr. Sridhar himself is published in that area. Both those areas are some of our leading faculty members have published some of the most cited work in the domain of either sales or relationship marketing. So we have a good academic background and from an academic perspective and from a teaching perspective, as well as the fact that from a flow through from the institution into career, sales becomes a very important domain. So that was the impetus when I was brought into the College of Business to start a sales program. One of the things that I was given charter to do was to kind of establish a center. Matthew, next slide, please. So what's the mission of the center? Very simple. Our mission is to enhance both the knowledge and practice of excellence in sales and customer relationship management. We have deliberately chosen both the domains, sales and customer relationship, because we believe they go hand in hand. Managing excellent relationship is part of a sales process as well, and vice versa. And being an academic institution, we are interested in the knowledge creation as well as knowledge application. Therefore, enhancing the knowledge and practicing this domain is our mission. And what's our vision? What do we really want to be? Even though we are a late starter in this whole domain of sales programs, we want to be the foremost academic center in the world. And our vision would be that in the next 2 to 3 years, we should become amongst the top 5 in the world in terms of known as the Center of Excellence in Sales and Customer Relationship Management. So that's you may think it's an ambitious goal, but if it is not ambitious, then it doesn't excite people like me. So I'm just kind of saying that, that we would like to be one of the world's foremost. Matthew, next one, please. So what did we do in this direction in the past 3 years? In the past 3 years, what we have done is we have launched several initiatives. One of them is a certificate program on sales and customer relationship management. And I'll talk about the certificate program in a minute, but several of our students obtain, in addition to their normal BBA degree, a sales and CRM certificate. We also undertake several other skill building exercises, including role play workshops, as well as participation in external competitions. My colleague, Dr. Mark Fish, that you met, he basically runs several role play workshops. Recently, we have had the sponsorship of one of the organizations, PAYCOM, to the center and our student body called Tech Society for Sales. And through that, exercises in preparing students for becoming good sales or sales managers is one of the things that he undertakes. And we were, a year ago, we were able to win the top team prize, an individual prize in a national sports sales collegiate competition. So that's one of the ways in which we kind of enhance the students' abilities. We have also, we are strong believers in giving people hands-on learning experience. So one of the things that we've done is we have launched 2 mini laboratories on CRM tools. And these labs are small labs, but students can have access to several training tools there. And that's one of the ways in which people can work in this domain. And I'll talk a little bit more about it subsequently. We also give students a hands-on experience of working not only with larger organizations as to the sales strategy competition, but also with startup organizations at the TTU Innovation Hub. So those organizations that are every year joining the TTU Innovation Hub in their accelerator program, these organizations usually assign a project to our students, and the students work in teams to help design their sales strategy. And in addition to that, 2 years ago, in the help of not only the sales and marketing faculty, but Professor Ron Mitchell and Professor Mike Ryans, they run the research commercialization program. So we created an integrated program, an integrated project, calling it From Lab to Market, wherein three courses are done one after the other in a sequence to be able to prepare a holistic strategy for taking some lab ideas to the go-to-market strategies. And then, of course, this is the sales strategy competition. So, Matthew, can you move to the next slide? I can talk a little bit more about each one of them. So regarding the sales and CRM certificate that we have right now created only for the undergraduates, students go through some specialized courses, and anybody can get a certificate by doing 4 out of these 5 courses. So there's already a professional selling course, which was in place. Also, sales management was a course that was in place, but we added these 3 new courses, which becomes a part of the sales certificate. We added a course on customer relationship management program. And not only is this a holistic look at the customer relationship management aspect, but that particular course also, since last year, has a new component in it, wherein the students develop the business model canvas as part of entrepreneurial designs. So for the TTU Innovation Hub companies, students not only design the customer relationship program, but they are also involved in customer discovery activity, and which feeds into what is called the business model canvas. So it's kind of a program that builds in right from the beginning a customer strategy in a startup organization. The other course, which I think probably is one of the unique courses that at least I'm not aware that other places have this course in place, is a sales analytics and data-driven sales strategies. This is the 2nd year that we have been conducting this course, and this gives a hands-on experience to students with more rigorous activity in terms of performing analytics, doing forecasting, as well as data-driven sales strategies. And then, of course, we have this sales strategy competition, which is a course that, in addition to people working on the project, is part of a course evaluation. You'll be very pleased to know that in the last 3 years, we have more than 250 students who have now gone through the program, and hopefully this number is going to continue to grow. Matthew, next slide, please. So I was mentioning to you about the 2 mini labs. The one mini lab is mostly on sales CRM and data analytics tools. So for example, what everybody knows about Salesforce and Salesforce related Einstein on data analytics, as well as on MS Dynamics. So we have been able to obtain the training tools from both the organizations so students can work on those lab projects. The second one is more in terms of designing sales collateral, more on the creative side. As all of us are aware, that marketing automation and sales automation are going hand in hand. Sales and marketing are kind of now beginning to overlap, much more than it used to ever, where sales lead generation to sales lead execution, both are becoming part of it. So marketing and sales go hand in hand through marketing automation tools. So students are going to be in the lab. Students are going to work on tools such as Marketo and Adobe Cloud and other creative, where they can design the necessary communication material for the sales lead generation purposes and sales execution. So it's a completely integrated activity where hands-on experience can be obtained. In the future, we also have plans, and we are in discussions with one of the sponsoring organizations, hopefully, and I cannot name it as of now, but one of the sponsoring organizations which will help us in terms of establishing a sales lead generation and inside sales lab within TTU Innovation Hub, so that students can work directly over there and almost like a call center and other things where people get a hands-on experience in generating sales. It's under discussion, and keep my fingers crossed, and hopefully that will get in place in the coming year. The pandemic kind of slowed us down. Otherwise, we would by now, hopefully, we would have had it, but next year probably. Matthew, next one, please. So as I've been mentioning, Innovation Hub, accelerator companies. So students work in several courses, like both in sales management course as well as the CRM course. They work with these accelerator companies. And basically the model is more or less like a build, operate, transfer model. So these are startup new companies. So build their sales program and sales strategy, operate it for some time till the time the company is in the Innovation Hub and as an accelerator, and then transfer it to the company for them to take the processes forward. So the whole idea is a build, operate, transfer, design, develop the program and strategies, establish the operational models for that, and then transfer it to the company as they leave the accelerator. Matthew, next slide, please. And a part of this whole integration exercise, as I was mentioning, is a little bit more from the lab to the market idea, mostly for the STEM MBA students. Dr. Ron Mitchell and Dr. Mike Ryans, Alejandra Marine, Dino Villegas, and Dr. Mark Fish and myself, we're all part of a program to get where we were able to obtain VentureWell grant for this purpose. Now the students are working all the way on some specific research ideas coming out of various research centers within the university, and they develop not only the research commercialization idea in the beginning, then it goes from one semester to the next semester, where the same idea moves from that to a marketing strategy development, and finally to a sales strategy development. So one semester to the next semester to the next semester, the same project moving forward. That's how we're trying to create the overall integrated project experience for the STEM MBAs. Matthew, next one, please. Going forward, we also have ambitious plans. And now that we have much of the teaching and training in place, we are going to focus more on the research side, which is the other part of our mission. And we intend to have 2 syndicated research projects as an ongoing syndicated research work. We would like to create an index on sales excellence and do it periodically with sponsoring companies becoming members of the syndicated research. And the second one is on the global customer management, that is global account management programs, particularly excellence in managing large global customers. So two unique research areas is part of our idea to study best practices, as well as develop some ongoing database and ongoing research from there. We are also initiated, as of now, a Women in Sales Leadership program. As of now, what we have been able to do is online webinars, simply because of the pandemic. We were not able to do an in-person forum, but going forward, as soon as the things normalize, we would like to have a forum on women in sales leadership. Those of you who have not been able to participate in our webinar, these are excellent talks by some of the leaders. In fact, Ali Kar, who's right now as a sponsor of one of the projects here, and she's on I believe, right now you'll be hearing her. She was one of our speakers as the Women in Sales Leadership. We are trying to bring in more speakers there, but what we will try to do is launch also a research program through that. Primarily, my colleagues, Firuzan Williams and Alejandra Marine are kind of coordinating this whole activity where we are trying to study the key characteristics of women in sales leadership. Our future plan is also to start an MBA certificate program as well as executive education program. And as we go along, we'll certainly inform you about that. And as I mentioned to you, Inside Sales Training Lab in collaboration with TTU Innovation Hub. Next slide, Matthew. So all this is not possible unless and until, people like you and others become our supporters. And I want to first acknowledge our platinum sponsor, Mr. Hank Doris. Mr. Hank Doris has been our sponsor and participant in the sales strategy competition for now all 3 years. And today he's unable to come, but we have got his wife, Meredith Doris. Both of them are sponsors. So what I would like to do is invite Meredith to speak and say a few words about their support to the program and what have they observed until now. Meredith, please.
Thank you, Atul. And also thank you, as you said, to all the people that made this possible today. I know it was quite an undertaking in Zoom and the world that we live in, but I really thought it went so well. As he said, Hank couldn't be here. This is our 3rd year of support. We love TTU. We love Rawls College. We really believe in experiential learning and know that this program benefits both the students and the sponsors. This year we are behind Fort Worth Lacrosse, so yay. But again, thank you. And to all you students who worked so hard, I know this has been a crazy year and incredibly difficult. We were able to come out and meet with our students in Lubbock, which was fun. We got to be in a conference room with people, which was fantastic. So I'm thankful for that, but I'm also thankful for all of you and just really appreciate everything. And again, thanks to all the hardworking students and best of luck to everyone.
Thank you very much, Meredith. Greatly appreciate all the support and your commitment to make this an excellent program and make it as world's foremost program. I would also like to say that this program has been, not only this program, but overall the center has been very blessed to have other sponsors as well. Before I go to our competition sponsors, let me also acknowledge Professor Carlton Whitehead. He's here, Professor Whitehead and Tara Whitehead and Carla Whitehead for their generous support to the college and to the center for us being able to host leadership talks. Professor Whitehead, would you say a few words to her? I'm going to unmute you first. You have to unmute yourself, sir. You're still on mute. I couldn't hear you. Tara, would you step in for a second while he's trying to figure out? Tara, are you there? Carla? Tara, you're there, right? You're still on mute, Tara. Oops. Can't hear. Tara cannot. Carla, what about yours?
Is mine unmuted?
No, you're okay. Go ahead, please.
Tara, I can't hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry about technical issues, but just want to, we'll do that again some of the time, but we'll want to thank you and acknowledge the fact that for your generous support to help support the programs of the center. So thanks a lot to Professor Whitehead and Whitehead family. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank all our competition sponsors, because this event cannot happen without the sponsorship of the companies. And we have several organizations. So some people have sponsored in the past, and there are some who are continuing sponsors. But this year's the sponsors include 7 organizations that you've already seen, whose projects we have been able to do. So I'm going to start with first ATX promos sponsored by Ali Kar. Ali, would you like to say a few words to us? I hope this one works.
I'm not on mute. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Atul. This was such a great opportunity. As I said earlier, our team met every Monday on Zoom. I got to go to Lubbock for a week. We all spent time 2 full days in the conference room strategizing. It was such a great opportunity. I've learned so much from it, and I really, really enjoyed getting to know the students as well. So thank you. I was very happy and honored to be a part of it.
Thank you very much, Ali. Greatly appreciate it. Again, Carla and Tara, if you are able to now get yourself unmuted, you're also sponsor of the CKW project.
Is Tara available?
Ms. Tara?
Well, I just want to say that our team was absolutely excellent. We met every Friday on Zoom, and we went to Texas Tech for the mid semester, and it was just, they were wonderful. They were really good. Tara, are you there?
Somehow, Tara, you're not able to hear you. Sorry. But greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We also have from Dell, and this is the second year Dell is participating in this. And let me request Tim Kmoch to please say a few words and let us know his experience. Tim, you there?
Hey, Dr. Atul. Hey, thank you again. We want to tell everyone we really appreciate the support from Texas Tech, from the sales organization. It's been a great opportunity working with the students. They did a fantastic job. All the presentations today were great, and we look to continue this relationship as Texas Tech has become a very important part of our business as well, trying to get as many sales students over to Dell as possible.
Thank you very much, Tim. And we also appreciate all the help you provide in the learning of the students. It's not only in this competition, but several of your executives have been speakers in many of our classes and have conducted several workshops. I want to really thank Dell, and we're looking forward to a larger engagement going forward.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Also, let me now request Mr. Will Christopherson. Will, you're there from First Financial Bank.
Dr. Atul, I am. Thank you again for the invitation. Thank you all. It's been like Christmas morning here in Abilene. Everyone's come into the office to see how our students are going to do. And, we've given our students a real first world attempt at what professionalism is like whenever I missed a meeting or came late to a meeting or told them that we needed to rearrange the calendar. So excited to see to the results today. Very grateful for your time. Very impressed, not only with our group, again, maybe a little bit biased, Dr. O'Toole, but I was fortunate to be a judge last year as well. And this group, if it gets better every year, they got their work cut out for them next year. So thanks again for the invitation. Congratulations to everybody, and honored to be part of the participant list.
Thank you very much, Will. Greatly appreciate it. And we look forward to continue relationship with you.
I thought you were going to give me the bigger ask. I didn't know, but I appreciate it.
There's much larger ask which is coming in. Well,
Good.
We want to see you as one of the platinum sponsors for sure. Also, I believe that Dr. Carlton Whitehead is now able to unmute and speak. So let me go back to him and request him to say a few words.
Atul, I was amazed when you went through the litany of things that you're doing in the center. It makes me extremely proud of you and what you're accomplishing. Good work. Continue. We'll support you.
Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate you, and as well as the entire family for the support. Let me request also, what was my next slide? I might make a mistake in terms of who's the next person, but it's going to be Fort Worth Lubbock Association. And I want to say two things over here. This project was sponsored by Hank Doris. As every year when Hank Doris participates in the competition, he does not do it for his company. He always does it for somebody, some other cause that he supports. And so this year's cause is Fort Worth Fort Worth Lacrosse Association, Youth Lacrosse Association. So let me ask Mr. Philip Perez to please say a few words about his experience. And
yes, Dr. Toole, I want to thank
you.
All right, well, very good, Dr. Toole. Thank you very much for allowing us to come out and participate. We greatly appreciate Hank Doris and the whole Doris family. They have really contributed a lot to this organization. We have a lot of information. Our group was really great. You know, really appreciate Lauren, Chloe, Caitlin, Kate, and Alyssa to the time and efforts that they put into this. And I think we're going to get a lot of valuable information out of it. Really, this is my first year to participate in this, and I think it is a really great program. Really excited about it and hope it continues and everything grows in a positive manner. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Philip. And we do look forward to your continued relationship with us. Next on my list is, of course, Mahindra. And again, once again, this is the second year Mahindra is participating in the sales strategy competition. We have Mr. Matt Glendon from Mahindra. Last year, he kind of coached the team. This year also he coached the team. Maybe request Mr. Matt Glendon to say a few words.
Thanks, Dr. Toole. We are once again very pleased to be a part of this initiative. We get more out of it than even the students do. Our thanks to the faculty, the School of Business, the teams themselves, and in particular the Mahindra team. We certainly appreciate the hard work they put in. Being a judge for multiple projects, a few things that I saw multiple times. First was each group got tough questions, and each group answered them with conviction. And it says that you believed in what you were saying and that you were knowledgeable about the topic. And then I think the second thing was just the enthusiasm and attitude, positive attitudes from all the students on the teams. That'll carry you very far in your career and in life. So congratulations to everyone, and thanks for letting us be a part of it.
Thank you very much, Matt. And we really, really appreciate your involvement, and we look forward to your continued relationship. I think my next one is TTU Institutional Advancement. Just want to let everybody know that every year as part of the competition, we do one pro bono project for another cause from our side as well. And this year we chose TTU Institutional Advancement. Even though, I say that we do pro bono, but that does not mean that it does not involve time and effort on the part of the sponsor. So we would really want to say thank you to Megan and her team. And Megan, your experiences, please.
Thank you, Dr. Toole. We had a great experience. The students were great. All the presentations we watched today were wonderful. Just want to thank you again for allowing us to be part of this competition. We learned a lot. There were wonderful recommendations that we'll definitely take into consideration. And just what a wonderful job the center and the program is doing. We're so excited to see all the new opportunities.
Thank you, Megan. I really appreciate it. Now, everybody is anxiously waiting who the winners are, but before we go to that, let me also request the students, and students have gone through this experience. It's not just about winning, but it's also about what you take away from this. So I'm going to request some of the student team coordinators from each team to talk about their experiences, the challenges they went through, and the overall learning they had. So let me start from, I'm going to go in the alphabetical order of the students' name that I have in front of me. I'm going to first request Cameron Alcantar from Dell Technologies. Cameron?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Atul. It was an awesome experience. The entire group found ways to work best together in order to reach the end goal, but that wasn't alone by any means. Dr. Atul was able to answer emails at 4 a.m. He was able to get on FaceTime calls with us and just help us in any way he could. And then along with that, the Dell team was amazing. There was no delay in communication. They weren't hard to reach. Taylor, Tim, Tessa, they gave us other contacts within Dell and made it possible for us to finish the project. And then lastly, I want to thank all the judges for taking the time from work to come watch our presentations today and get a look into what we've been working hard on all semester. So I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Cameron. Jacob, and I'm not going to try and pronounce your last name, Jacobs, because my name is very hard to pronounce. Yours, I leave it to you to pronounce. And you work in Mahindra team.
I'm Jacob Barensecker. I had a great overall experience with my group. It was a real learning curve. I just wanted to thank Mahindra for especially Mr. Glendon with meeting with us and providing us with the tools we needed for success, and as well as giving us quality feedback on our progress. And I also wanted to thank the judges, the faculty and staff, and the other sponsors and teams for making this all possible. It was a very good experience.
Thanks, Jacob.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to call upon Claire from First Financial Bank.
Thank you, Dr. Atul. So yeah, I just wanted to thank first Will and Violet. They were really great support throughout this whole project. It was awesome getting to work with y'all, and it was great just getting to work with the community bank and understand that side of the banking. And Dr. Atul, thank you so much for taking us underneath your wing this semester. I know we're not necessarily in the class, but we have really enjoyed it. And we just learned a lot about independence with this project and what it's like to work in the business world with STEM background. So it's been really great to get real world experience. It's been invaluable for all of us. And just thank the team and Dr. Mark Fish as well for everything. And Dr. Toole, really just thank you so much. It was a pleasure to work with you. We have really enjoyed this project.
Thank you very much, Claire. I just want to let everybody know that all the other teams were only undergraduate students. There's only one team that was the complete STEM MBA team, and that's the First Financial Bank team. They were doing this purely as a competition. It's not a part of a course. So they put in a lot of hard work without it being a course. So, and thank you to the team. Seth Cummins from, you worked in the Dell team, Seth.
Thank you, Dr. Atul. Just echoing everybody else, want to give a huge thank you. Of course, first to you and to the Dell team for their assistance and their help whenever we need it. I was personally just blown away by how personal they were and how much they actually cared to even just get to know us and walk alongside us in this process. And then also to all the judges that I was blown away, people from around the world. I did not know that was going to happen. That was crazy. It was so cool. As far as this course, just in general, an incredible opportunity that I would recommend for anyone. There's so much to learn and so much to gain and hardly anything to lose. So it has been an amazing experience. I've been super thankful to be a part of it. So just thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Seth. Holt Doris, worked on CKW.
Hey, yeah. So first, I mean, I just want to thank the CKW team. We got to work alongside everybody at Blind Depot, employees. It was pretty awesome. Since it was on a smaller company, we got a really in-depth look at day-to-day operations. So that's the coolest thing you could ask for. Obviously, I want to thank you. You've done a great job putting it together again. Third year in a row. It's pretty. It's a great experience. I think it's the most impactful thing you can do at Tech or in the business school, at least, for pretty much learning pretty much everything. I think it's a really awesome experience. You get more out of it than any class you can take in your 4 years. So I think that's awesome. And then it's the last thing that I did at Tech. So I mean, it's a pretty cool way to end in my 4 years here.
I'm going to ask you a question, Walt.
Yeah.
Last year, you were a project sponsor. This year, you were a participant.
I didn't. I was yeah. I guess I sponsored, but not really.
But what's the difference being on the other side? You were guiding your team, and your team won last year, and this year you were a participant. So what's the difference?
I mean, I didn't have to do any work last year, and this year I had to do all the work. So I think it's a little bit more impactful this time around.
Very good. Thank you so much. Alyssa Giles, you worked on the Fort Worth Lacrosse Association, right?
Yes, thank you. I just wanted to first thank Meredith and Philip. They were awesome coaches. They were very encouraging, helped us out in any way that we needed. And then Dr. Toole, I want to thank you as well for being our guide throughout this project. You were so encouraging and helpful and really helped us get it done and do well and succeed in it. So it's been a great experience. My team was awesome as well. And then I also want to thank the judges. It was a really cool experience today. Again, I like somebody else said, I didn't know there was going to be people from around the world, and that was really neat. But thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Hunter Griffith, you worked on the TTU institutional advancement. Hunter, you're on mute, so you go.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you first, Professor O'Toole. You were such a great help to our team. We met with you multiple times throughout the semester, and you were a big help to our group for this project. And Megan and everybody else over at TTU Advancement was great. We really appreciate y'all helping us throughout the process. It was awesome to kind of get to learn how the college donation kind of world works. It was something that I had never really looked into before. So it was really just a great learning experience. And thank you all the judges, obviously, for taking the time to listen to our presentations today. It was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Hunter. Emily, Paige Ham.
Yes, sir.
You worked on the Mahindra team.
I was. It was a really great experience. Same as a senior, this is really great opportunity to see like all my marketing classes, how I can take everything I've learned and put it into one, especially being a real world type of experience and getting that. I really do think it's a great opportunity for seniors to try this when they're graduating.
Thank you very much, Paige. Jen Hicks, you worked on the ATX promos.
Hi, yes, I did. This was just overall an incredible opportunity that I don't know anyone else at any other college who's had an opportunity for this like we did. So this has been just an incredible experience overall. We'd really like to thank Allie and Darcy at ATX Promos for just being an absolutely incredible resource and getting to meet up with us multiple times over and over, week in and week out, to just make sure we get this done. Dr. O'Toole, I think I speak for all the students when we say we were so blown away with how dedicated you were to not only the program, but to us being able to learn as individuals. And that is just incredible. So thank you so much, judges, for watching our stuff today. And we thank y'all for the support.
Thank you, Jen. Lauren Moy. Lauren, you worked on the Fort Worth Youth Lacrosse Association.
Yes, I did. And we just want to say thank you to Philip and Meredith, our sponsors. They were really helpful and we learned a lot from them, and we enjoyed getting to meet up with them in person, and they got to come out to Lubbock. And so we learned a lot from the project. And thank you, Dr. Toole, for helping us. You definitely were, like Alyssa said, motivational and helped us guide us along the right path. And so we really appreciated that. And got pushed out of our comfort zone a little, which is always good. So we had a really great experience, and thank you to everyone who made it possible.
Thank you, Lauren. Cole Parrish, you also worked on CKW too.
I did, yeah. First, I'd like to thank the CKW commercial team, Carla, Tara, Debbie, Professor Carlson Whitehead, for all their help and cooperation throughout the semester. Now I'd like to thank you, Professor Atul, for all of your help throughout the entirety of the project and semester. You were a great help. And I'd like to thank the judges for taking the time out of their busy schedules to participate in this great competition. I would say that this class was probably the most impactful class that I took during my time at Texas Tech. And similar to Holt, this is my last class before graduation. So I would say I'm definitely going out with a bang.
All the best, thank you. Luke Rowland, you are the TTU Institutional Advancement.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so thank you very much. Zach, Hunter, Sydney, Eric, and I had a really great time working on this project. It was really one of those opportunities that an assignment for a class turned out to be something that we enjoyed working on and brainstorming together. So the team really came together in a big way. But we also owe a huge thanks to Professor Atul, as well as the rest of the advancement office and everybody else involved for everything they helped us accomplish over the past semester. We just learned so much throughout this process. So thank you.
Thanks, Luke. Appreciate it. Amy Sherman. Amy, you were on the ATX promos team.
Yeah, I was. I would say that going into this, I didn't really know what I was getting into. I kind of thought it would just be another, group project type thing. And I'm also a senior. So I was, just kind of going with the flow, finishing my certificate. And I do have to say, I feel like this class was probably one of the most influential ones that I've taken while at the Rawls, just because it is kind of mirrored towards actually working in these sales careers, in these, strategic planning careers. My team specifically, ATX Promos, we had to adjust a lot and kind of just go full gear at a couple times. And I really feel like it was extreme. It was a great learning experience, especially, I can personally say that I did learn a lot from it. So I would really like to thank you, Atul, for, pushing us, not just my team, but all of us into the right direction that we need to get to, being where we are today. I feel like all of us came out on top. So thank you, Atul, and thank you, Allie, for spending so much time with us and kind of just making sure that we were the best that we could be. And thank you to the judges for, taking time out of your days to sit through and watch everything that we have sweat and bled over this past semester.
Great, thanks a lot, Amy. And we have Danielle Wamowski from First Financial Bank.
Hi, it's been a really awesome experience being able to get to do this. We want to, of course, thank you, Claire Dari. Thank you. We want to thank Dr. Fish, Will, and Violet, which we are very grateful that you made this project so tangible. As STEM MBA students, we really have been doing an integrative project plus this. And so it's been really cool for both of these projects being hands-on, actually applying it to real world situations. And one more person I want to thank is just our whole team. We went in not really knowing each other. Half of us knew each other, the other half didn't. And we turned up to be really great friends. And all of us used our different strengths, and we were able to coordinate each other to give the best project that we could do and give it our all. And I am very thankful for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Danielle. So we have had the students share. If there is anybody else who would like to say something, whose name I've not called in, please feel free right now to, anybody who would like to say something. Before I invite our dean to speak. Anybody who would like to say something? If not, then it's my great pleasure to invite the dean. But before I do that, I want to thank all the judges and all of you who have taken your time and taken the time to not only sit through the presentations, but have read through the reports and have been a part of this whole exercise. As you would have seen, your presence made a lot of difference. It energized the students, and to them, such an experience where such accomplished people are judging their work is a great sense of, accomplishment for them. So I want to thank all of you for, the tremendous amount of support that you've provided to us, to the students, how you've helped the learning of the students, and been a supporter of the center. I'm not going to be able to read out all the names, simply just not because for any other reason, but I don't want to bore all of you just reading out the names. But all of you, I just want to put the names up there and say thank you so much. This is our second time we are doing it virtually. Normally, we would definitely love to do it in person. The first year we did in person, and this would have been a gala dinner event. And the next time, I promise you, if the normalization takes place, and which we hope it takes place, we are going to have a gala dinner and awards dinner, and we will do the competition both in person and virtual combined. So those of you who cannot make it, we will have you virtually on, and those of you who can make it, we would love to have you in person over here. And we will hope that you continue to support us and you continue to help in the learning process of the students. So I want to thank each one of you, and each one of you know your names here, but excuse me if I'm not calling out the names simply because we have 70 people who are judges. So in the interest of time, I'm not going to do that. With that, I'm going to now request our Dean Margaret Williams. She's a professor of management, as most of you know. And I want to personally, before I ask her to speak, I want to say thank you to Dean Margaret Williams for all the support that she provides, all the encouragement she provides. And without her support, this program would not be possible. So with that, let me request Dean Margaret Williams to address all of you.
Thank you so much, Atul. I'm so delighted to join you again this evening, and it's been so much fun for me to hear from the students and the sponsoring organizations. It sounds like everyone had a wonderful day, and I'm so excited to hear that. I will add my thanks to all of the folks who have thanked everyone involved with this, the judges, the students, the project sponsors, as well as the project, what would we call them? Coaches, the project coaches, a big thanks to them as well. The sponsors, Atul, the staff that's helped put this on. Thanks again to everyone. It's been a monumental effort this year, as so many things have been this year. And I agree 100%, Atul. I hope that we will be joining together next year to celebrate this event in person. As dean, I often find myself in the situation of standing between a group of people and their dinner, or a group of people and refreshments or social hour. This is even worse. I'm standing between you and the awards announcement. So I'm going to keep my comments brief. Atul very generously lets me do the most fun part of the day. So I am very excited to be able to announce the awards for the third annual Sales and Customer Relationship Strategy Competition. As you know, there are 3 places. The third place team receives $5,000 towards scholarships for the team. This year, I think this is the first time this has happened. I'm not sure. We actually have had a tie for third place. So each of the third place teams will receive $2,500 this year. The first team I'll announce as one of the third place winners is Dell. I forgot to ask, Matthew Winfrey, would it be terrible if I asked everybody to unmute? Because I really hate announcing exciting things and have there be dead silence. If everybody unmutes, then we can clap, right? All right, unmute yourself. I will make sure your computer on. Unmute yourself. Third place is Dell. And the Dell team is Cameron Alcantar, Brian Ashton, Seth Cummings, Yati Serene, and Ricaria Sutton. So congratulations to the Dell Technologies team and to the Dell sponsors. Our second team being awarded third place this evening is Mahindra. Woo! All right. The students involved on the Mahindra team were Jacob Berenstecker, Hayden Crawford, Esteban Garcia, Paige Ham, and Christian Kerstendiek. So congratulations to Mahindra and the team. Moving on to second place, the second place team receives $10,000. And here I'm pleased to announce that in second place is First Financial.
Woo! Way to go!
Well done.
Yeehaw! And the First Financial team is Emmanuel Ajayi, Claire Bieber, Omama Etalawi, Emanuela Nduba, Emmanuel Ondo Matogo, and Danielle Wormowski. So congratulations to First Financial and the First Financial team.
Well done.
And before we move on to announce the first place awards, Atul also is very generous and lets me make a special prize announcement. And that is that for each of the teams that did not place in the top 3, or in this case 4, each team will receive $500 in scholarships. So congratulations to everyone. And finally, we will move to our first place announcement. The first place team will receive $20,000 in scholarships. And this year, the first place team is, I need a drum roll. There we go. CKW Commercial.
Yay.
Nice, very nice.
Yay. Woo! So congratulations go to Michael Bublik, Colt Doris, Max Miles, Cole Parrish, and Ruth Valdez. So this is finals week. I know some of these teams have been doing this on top of all of their regular course responsibilities. It's a busy time for everyone, and I just want the students to know how impressed I am with your work ethic, your ability to push through on these projects right up through finals week. And again, just a big thank you to everyone. And I will turn it back to Atul.
Thank you very much, Dean Williams. And congratulations to all winning teams. All of you did an awesome job. Somebody has to be placed, somebody doesn't have to be placed, but all of you did a fabulous job. And I'm sure everybody will agree with me that the teams put in lot of effort. The competition is close. That means, in other words, it's not an easy thing to make a decision over here. But as you know, that some teams have to win a little larger sum. But thanks to all of you, and thanks Dean Williams for also giving special awards to all the other teams who participated in this. And with this, while we go on to celebrate it, but I'd like to take the opportunity to thank once again everybody who has made this possible. First and foremost, let me once again thank all our sponsors for this year's sales strategy competition. Ali Carr from ATX Promos, CKW Commercial, Carla Whitehead, Dr. Carlton Whitehead, Tara Whitehead, and Harvey and Debbie. Dell, Tim Kmoch, and the rest of the team, including Taylor Webb and others, and Mario, who worked in terms of making the team really successful. Fort Worth Lacrosse Association, particularly Meredith and Philip, thank you so much for working with the team and helping the team do very well. I know you're very pleased. Some teams win, some teams don't win, but they come pretty close. Also, First Financial Bank, particularly Will Christopherson and Violet, both of them work very hard to make the teams, really provide some very useful insights and information. Again, to Team Mahindra and Mr. Matt Glendon for his untiring work. He always gives great directions to the teams and makes them do outstanding work. And finally, to TTU Institutional Advancement, Megan Fletcher, for all your time and effort in guiding the team and making this happen. I also want to once again thank each one of you, the judges, one more time for your time, your engagement, your involvement. I also want to thank my area chair, Dr. Sridhar Madhavaram, again, because behind the scene, he's the one who kind of gives me the right directions to do things and make sure that everything is, all the ducks are in a row. And certainly, this event would not be possible without tireless working of several people, including Julie Das. Julie, can we spotlight you for a second? And Matthew Winfrey. Okay. And April Chavez, as well as Michaela. She's not probably able to join, but Michaela and also Laura Sanders and Haley Walker. Thank you very much. Let me also say, I would like to say my partner in crime is Dr. Mark Fish, who is the assistant director in the center. Dr. Mark Fish, can we spotlight you for a second? Thank you very much for all the work that you do. And also Dr. Jeffrey Harper. Dr. Jeffrey Harper, where are you? And to also thank you very much for all the hard work that you do, as well as to all the other faculty colleagues who make it all possible. And if I'm missing somebody, please excuse me, but I think I want to thank all of them. But above all of these people, the group of people that I want to really, really thank are the students. All of you students, you've done a fabulous job. You all know that I'm quite demanding. I don't let you get off the hook. And throughout the semester, you thought it was only a course, but you had to do a lot of work beyond what is a course. And so you have come out and hopefully I did not micromanage anybody, but at the same time, you all were really kind of, it was your show. And I hope you all learned in the process. So I want to thank all of you for putting in the hard work, the extra work, long hours, and also dealing with my idiosyncrasies. That's very, very common. You all know that I've got lots of idiosyncrasies. So I want to really thank all of you. And so once again, let's go and celebrate. You all did a fabulous job. And unless until somebody else wants to say something today, we will say good evening and have a good summer. And see you next semester.
Yo, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.